Hello everyone, welcome to an episode here on Arbaal, episode 12. So what we have Clan Angrund actually to deal with, and I'm thinking that I can capture a couple of places of them or just get a few corn favor and some skulls or even some income. Income would be nice. And then maybe I can betray the greenskins. I'm just waiting for the 10 turns of peace to pass, and they're about at 3 turns, 2 turns, or something like that. So it will give them some time to conquer a few more. And in the meantime, I'm upgrading my troops, and I'm getting the Endgame armies. Valmir the Clever is about ended. So that's the army that I want him to have. It is amazing. This is turn 50, and I already have 2 Endgame armies, up to the 3rd one. And I can recruit tier 4 units, or almost tier 5 units in some places. So that's insane, actually, how quick Corn can do this, and how relatively inexpensive everything becomes. You know, they don't have a lot of income, and I'm still only now seeing a lot of reduced income situations where you have to fight in the red. So overall, it's feeling pretty good. Now I want to have these armies. I wanted to have them raiding, but I have to put them in my own province because that reduces their upkeep. In terms of the skills here, let's get Deathbringer, and I then want Despoilers. Now Arbaal, should I move him towards fighting Belegar? Or I think this army is dead, so I likely am going to attack and I'm going to retreat, and then see if I can bait them perhaps farther away. Yeah, I think that's the only way to do this. I'm going to bait his army. Maybe he's going to be baited. And I'm going to go and attack. Okay, what is this? Oh, to raid this region. I guess I can raid, get all that income, and then I can attack them on the next turn. So yeah, I think we have the turns about it. I have a 8 corn favor, so that should be fine. Khalida is making quite some progress against Skarbrand. If not mistaken, Skarbrand already wants to confederate, but I refused because I don't want their territories. I want just Skarbrand. So I'm going to wait until he has like 2 territories or something to confederate, and because he'll confederate because he's weak. Skarbrand, weak. Let's make sure he doesn't even listen to me. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting here, might as well just spread some cults. And this is something that I should have done for a long time, always spreading the cults, because the cults actually give you not just a couple of some income and skulls per turn, but it also gives you some other benefits, such as the corn corruption, which eventually helps out everything, you know. So yep, that should be fine. Corn corruption in the local region. No, this corn corruption, because that charge bonus quickly enhances itself. So like, imagine 10 charge bonus for everyone. It's 10 charge bonus for infantry is insane. So you can already imagine that. And I have plenty of them, so I can imagine having like 100 charge bonus infantry if I reach the amount of cults that I was wondering. You know, I would need 200 cults, but yeah, that's doable. If I was doing it, that would be a nice playthrough, trying to get 200 cults and seeing how high that charge bonus can get to. Now we're going to get up some upgrades of buildings. I gotta be careful because I'm losing money, so I cannot go to the max here. So it's just something for the upkeep and stuff. This is in case I move around with my armies, that at least they will do that. They will have no issues with upkeep. Ask and you shall receive. Yes, that's nice. Just an item. I'll destroy it like the others. I'll fuse it for sure. Oh, I cannot establish the cult. I should have noticed that. And he still has the walk armies. I think it's gotta be, for my accounts, it has to be like the final turn or so. Let me check if I want to declare war. How many turns? 3 turns. So yeah, that's perfect. 3 turns, it gives them time to finish off Ostrogoth, or at least get him very weak so that I can capture his places. But the biggest issue is the favor. The corn favor, that's where I'm lacking right now, and that's the biggest problem now. So, yeah. It's a bigger problem. Now, overall, Karanak is gonna go back, and I'll have a hounds only army. Well, not hounds only. I'll have some other troops, but something fast like hounds, some furies. You know, something that can quickly reinforce an army and help it out. So, do I want the skulls or do I want the sack? I think the sack. Yeah, the income is much better. And I can even conquer it because, yeah, I have enough skulls to do this. So, Karanak, that's good. That's good. It's not Karanak, it's Zarakzil or something. So, Indomitable, that's nice. He's gonna replenish the troops. And then I think Arbaal, I have two decisions. Either I go with Arbaal for more challenges, or I try to finish off... Oh, minus 8% upkeep, that's nice. Or I try to finish off... Ooh, I can replenish the movement range, actually. I can replenish the movement range, that would be awesome. It's just an extra turn, overall. Well, maybe I can use it in some other point, really. Yeah, the chance to automatically colonize ruins, it's always nice. It's always nice, so might as well have it. But I can always get Karakizur or something like that, and who knows, keep it. So overall, that seems nice. I'm in trouble with favor, that's the only problem. I've skipped a turn, so I now have everything from the Pillar of Pride. That's a nice one to have, even though most people go towards the Pillar of War or the Pillar of Prowess, because that's the bonuses to the Blood Hosts. I just wanted to try something different, and if I try it, I always think like this. If I try it, people see how it works, and then decide whether it's fun for them or not. So I was thinking on going against this army here, but then I cannot come back and destroy the dwarves, and that's a big problem because I kind of wanted to finish them off, or at least to conquer some of the places here to make this a more solid base, because I haven't been turning this into a solid base. So I might as well just force march. I'm having the issues with upkeep, but yeah, I'm thinking that then I can capture those and move to Steingart and Karakirn and finish off Clan Angrund. Because at this point, I kind of want to finish off enemies instead of just having way too many armies or enemies against me. So at this point, I only have one challenge of corn, which is the one that gives me more challenges of corn, and that's it. So because I'm going to have some battles against the Greenskins, I shouldn't have any more trouble with corn favor. Let's just upgrade some buildings, get anything that I can for more income, or from raiding, of course, and from other sources. Income from raiding still feels like it's not as much as getting the upkeep bonus. So that's a bit of a, I could get more raiding done, but I guess it's fine for now. I cannot complete that building because I would get in the red completely. Quick deal, fecundities, yeah, I might as well just get a couple of deals here and there for gold. Nothing with Azazel because he is, I can get a military, oh, that was silly, one gold, I just clicked automatically, never do that, learn with my mistakes, never do that. I don't want the alliance there, nor the confederation here, because it's not in my best interests at this moment. I'm at war with Khalida. I would lose all this territory. I kind of want to see if the Skulltaker, for some miracle, survives this. Not Skulltaker, Scarbrand. For some miracle, maybe he survives it. And with just one place, or maybe I get the peace treaty with Khalid or something like that, so that I can hold on to those settlements, because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to. But over here I would like to be able to hold those places. So going towards the Skull Reef, and we're gonna have a battle. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, that seems like a nice battle to check. And let's see what we have. A couple of lines of cavalry, one on each side, and my Chosen of Corn dual weapons are behind the Chosens with shields. Of course, typically you wanted the shielded units in front to thwart any missile fire. My single entities, in my case Furies, are now going to move closer with the purpose of the Chaos Furies. Always a nice summon to get into the artillery. It's nice. They already did their job, even if just baiting fire from the enemy artillery towards them, like the cannons and stuff. They're now even turning, which is great. So overall, they've done their job, and my cavalry is now in the best position to attack. Arbaal moves in. He's not afraid of anything, really. Even with halberds here, it's kind of fine. I'm going to use the explosion, and wow, that's a lot of damage. There's likely some fall damage there as well. So that's a good place to actually do that skill, that ability. So, wow, they actually caused the splash. Look at that. They have so much mass with their shots, they threw them around. This is an infantry unit against another infantry unit, and they just throw them around. Yeah, it's kind of like aspiring champions, you know, they're a special infantry unit. So yeah, this should be fairly quick. And my heroes and lords, now I'm already hammering and anviling everything because my skull crushers are coming in. Yep. They're already melting actually under the, disintegrating. And nothing here seems to be holding on. I'm even attacking halberds with my Chaos Knights, which shouldn't be their target, but I mean, at this point I just need them to have some loss of health so that everyone starts crumbling. I can't even show you the Lord, because I believe it's already crumbling in on the ground. That's the victory. That's great. This coffee is really good. So, army replenishment or favor? I think favor in this case. I don't need the army replenishment. I'm going to go over to Tobaro and then Skaven Blight. And hopefully by then I can teleport away without too much trouble. Total favor 20,000. That comes in handy. Let's attack Tobaro. Let's get the skills going. Call to Bloodletting. Yes, I really ought to have that one. I should have Call to Bloodletting mostly because of the magic item drop chance. You know, it's always good. Let's get Tobaro. I think I'm gonna take it on this turn. Yes, that's a decisive victory. There's no way that army could even do anything. Do I sack? Do I skull for the Skull Throne, or do I blood for the Blood God? I think this is a blood for the Blood God situation, actually. I don't mind it if I don't hold Tobaro. I'm never gonna hold the whole province, but I guess I can sack. Well, I'm never gonna hold the province, but it still has some nice stuff to it. So here's what I'm thinking. I can capture the place later, but maybe I can force the fight against him. I don't know if he's... Yeah, I thought he might have retreated previously, so yeah. But no. Let's put him here. Yeah, engaging in camp, that's good. Then I'll attack Tobaro, I'll go for Skaven Blight. The more fights that I get, the more Khorne favor, so that's cool. You know, after winning a battle, you get +1 Khorne favor. So as long as I win a battle a turn, I keep on the same favor, which is exactly what I've done here. So I kind of wanted to go with Khorne's Legions, or even I'm thinking how you can do a playthrough with Vultures of Slaughter. And I'm going to start activating it once I'm at war with the Greenskins. Because getting a free cult would be amazing. You know, if you get cults and cults and cults, if you're successful in battles, if you fight like 12 battles in a row, imagine getting just 5 cults. That would be amazing. So in a turn, 5 cults, yeah, that could give you the income necessary. It's 200 per cult. So, I mean... Declare war. I can declare wars without any issues. So let's ask to join the war against Grimgore. There we go. Always ask to join wars. The allies don't enter the war, so that's why you do it. So Kadak Vlag is theirs. It's from Astrogoth, which is kind of like a big issue. I thought I could capture it, but yeah. Still, I'm glad that I'll get a few places. And Astrogoth has been a little bit depleted. I'll need to defend Uskulak. There we go. There's an army there, but I'm hoping that they're going to attack the Great Skull Lakes. I'm hoping for that. And I don't know if Ragur should reinforce here or reinforce on the other side. But we'll see. We'll see. And I want to get this army fully. But at the same time, I'm getting to tier 5. And I'm going to need some gold to upgrade those buildings. So I don't want necessarily too many, too many places or too many units because of the upkeep. So I can get a few buildings. Let me see the ones. There's no money from the settlement buildings. If they would add it, Khorne could definitely fight without having issues with income. But that's not how the faction works. It's still, I kind of like to try to see if I can have that same effect. Let me see, should I get for blood hosts? Control, it's nice. Instant replenishment section leaders army's movement range. That would be nice. That will come in handy in a few turns, that's for sure. Yeah, it will come in handy. Yeah. In just a few turns. So I got the blood for the blood host there, and we're going over to Skaven Blight, and Belegar is coming in. He captured actually one of my places. That's all good and dandy. So it seems like everything is going fine. I'm going to replenish the leaders so that I can actually attack and conquer Skaven Blight. Yeah, and that's an auto resolve. That's a fairly easy battle to do. They don't have a lot of army units. I could sack or Skulls for the Skull Throne. I think I'm going to Skulls for the Skull Throne, capture it after 3 turns. You just heard my son. He's okay. It's fine. Someone just took away his toy, so that's okay. For those of you who don't have kids, yeah, they cry a lot. They cry a lot. The blood for the Blood God is their theme. They're completely Khorne based. But everything is fine. They are on holidays, so it's okay. You might hear some of this sometimes. Don't freak out, guys. Let's fuse the obsidian amulets instead. Oh, I got another color of Khorne. That's good. I have the bloody shackle for him, which is much better. The other trickster's shard instead of the potion. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. I gotta get used to not having the potion of toughness always in my, I always go, oh, potion of toughness, yeah, let's go. But it doesn't give a lot more than just the heal, which is nice, but still just 10 armor, it's not exactly a lot. You kind of want those effects to be there. So let's give him an obsidian blade. Yeah, that's cool. And Scylla, what can I give Scylla or Karanak? The Ether Blade. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice idea. He has a brass collar. A Talisman of Endurance. No, I cannot give him because he has that collar there. But I can give Scar the Talisman and some armor later on when he gets ancillaries. I haven't checked ancillaries. That sounds good. That's fine. Court Corruption, yes. I always like the current corruption. Coordinate Familiar, yeah, that sounds great. Always ensure that from time to time that you check ancillaries and at least you make like a decision like, okay, that passive ability seems nice for some of these Skull Reapers, So overall it's good. We're going to try to have a fight here against Belegar. Who knows, he's going to attack me himself and be defeated, of course. And I'm having issues again with Khorne Favor. I'm going to have to drop the Khorne's Legions. Confirm. That's cool. And yeah, that sounds decent. The more that I fight and that I get bloodletting, the less upkeep I'll have with all my armies. So overall, it will be more relevant to use others than just the upkeep, other challenge bonus, instead of just the upkeep later on. But that'll be next episode. Thank you so much for watching and for the support for the campaign. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.